I want to ask you, as head of the Cal Young Neighborhood Association, what are the biggest issues that you guys deal with?
Land use and crime.
Okay, so tell me a little bit about land use and what's going on with that.
There's a lot of expansion in the neighborhood. People are settled in their ways with their neighborhoods, and with the whole infill design coming forward, there's a lot of apprehension about how crowded neighborhoods are going to be. People don't want their neighborhoods to change too much. They don't want to be crowded into a more urban environment, because so much of Cal Young is suburban, or started suburban, and we like the big lots. I do. I have a big lot. I want to keep it. I have had neighbors build looking right over into my yard, and it's hard to deal with. A lot of people think they're going to end up with 2 or 3 homes or condos, feeling like they're encroaching, and there's a fine balance.
So do you feel like there's a lot of negativity towards the expansion within the Shelton Cal Young community?
Cal Young is such a big neighborhood. There are areas where people are embracing the more dense building environment. Others are dead set against it and will do anything. And I've talked with them. Some of the people that are so against the building, and it seems to be, it's okay for others, but not where I can see it. So it's kind of a hard to be civil.
What are some of the specific areas that people are for expansion right now?
For expansion?
Yeah.
Along the Coburg Road, there's condos that have been built. Nobody's objected to those. Of course, businesses love Coburg Road. It's a high traffic and high volume retail environment. Valley River Center is getting 5 new buildings that nobody is objected to. Crescent Village, I think that's a pretty good area where people are not objecting to the plans that Crescent Village has put forth.
You also mentioned crime as one of the biggest issues. What specifically are the worst crimes that happen in Cal Young?
Property crimes and vandalism. I do see, or I read in the paper a couple of weeks ago that property crime has declined, which is really great. There's sometimes a rash of car break-ins in an area, and I check that out every few days. I look to see if there's been a crime area that's been hit, and it happens. I don't know how people travel around and break into several crimes. That's something that, of course, everybody would like to stop.
What does the neighborhood association do to try to counteract some of that criminal activity?
We have, and we encourage neighbors to look after each other and report what they see.
Do you guys have any neighborhood watch kind of thing?
We have a couple, but that doesn't really hasn't taken hold. We could have a neighborhood watch where I live, but probably it would just be 4 or 5 immediate neighbors. Nobody else seems to want to get involved. And rentals are harder to bring into a neighborhood watch.
Right.
Where there's home ownership and people are long-term or intend to be long-term, it's a lot easier to get to know them, get to bring them into a group. We try.
Great. And just looking forward with the Cal Young area, what do you see as what's on the horizon right now as far as like something positive that's coming about?
Positive? Well, for me, the development on Good Pasture Island and Island Road, and the fact that Crescent Village developers haven't left town and intend to stay and fulfill their dream are two big positives to me, because it'll bring more people in to the area where there's vacant land and save the surrounding rural agricultural farmland from needing to be developed and expanding the urban growth boundary north, because I think it's as far as it should go right now.